Let's go ahead and do Quan Mills reading, chat. And let me get Quan Mills open, bro. Yo, y'all consider y'all came on and get ready for that. Hold on, I'm about to go start this shit, bro.
Chapter 3. Just what I thought. My worst fear was confirmed. This blind date was a hot-ass mess. Baby, I was ready to curse Alice to the high heavens. I just knew this no-good was lying her ass off. We hadn't even been at the lounge for an hour, and I was ready to go. Baby, I was pissed. You hear me? Me, Alice, her cousin Samantha, and these 3 other guys, Nathaniel, Gerald, and Robert, were sitting down at the table inside this stiff-ass lounge. As all 5 of them smacked on chicken wings and threw spaghetti in their mouths, I sat there quiet and occasionally sipped on some water. As they conversed amongst each other, I was so terribly disgusted as I stared at my blind date Gerald through the corner of my eye. Although he was sitting to my left, I hadn't said a word to him the entire time we'd been here. I swear, part of me was just ready to pop off on Alice right then and there, but I knew I had to keep my cool. Plus, I didn't get down like that. Perhaps Alice didn't know how this guy looked.
Where's the happy music? You right, nigga. This supposed to be educational. Why do you actually give her an accent? Cause bro, I don't know who the voice actress is behind this shit, bro. But she kinda be going stupid, bro. Like she is convincing me, bro. She's convincing me, bro. Okay, hold on. I forgot. You're right. There is supposed to be the OST behind it because niggas is in school and shit like that. Hold on, wait. Which one were we using? Hold on. We're using kindergarten, I think. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, we straight.
But I had a feeling her big ass knew all along how the looked. From the moment
Okay, hold on, bro. Don't call her big ugly ass. What the f? Come on, nigga. Come on, tighten up.
From the moment I was introduced to him, I was completely turned off. My dried up within seconds. Got dried in the damn Sahara. Ha! 48 my ass. Child, them dark circles and that big-ass pregnant belly of his let me know that was pushing.
Who is 40 and why did he eat your ass? Come on, man. Come on, bro. And I'm not gonna lie, chat. Somebody in here definitely this.
At least 60. Maybe a good 30 years ago he looked good, but his apparent age was definitely a turnoff. He reminded me so much of my deceased husband, Clarence. He was light-skinned, had light green hazel eyes, and visible streaks of gray throughout his hot top fade. I caught another quick glance at him and just looking at this slimy ass, I knew his black ass wasn't no goddamn 48. Fat looked at least 68. Hell, I was damn near 78 and I looked better than his ass.
Why are you roasting this, bro? Maybe this, like, I'm about to say something so crazy. Why are you roasting this nigga, bro? Come on, bro. Can we lock in for just a second?
As some horrible-ass Mel Waiter song blared from the club speakers, I sat back in my seat with my arms folded, silent, staring off at the crowd dancing on the dance floor. "You mighty quiet over there," said James. Although he was old as hell too, he looked like he was in better shape than Gerald. Robert kind of reminded me of Billy D. Williams, minus the permed hair. I was never into Billy D. like that.
Who is Billy
There was
D?
always something off about that man.
Nigga Luffy, brother?
Anyways, I glanced over at James and produced the fakest smile I could. "I'm just taking in the scene, that's all," I replied, and then threw my eyes back onto the dance floor.
Okay.
"You don't want to eat no chicken? They got good wings." Gerald laughed,
Why the voice actor kind of
smacking
like that?
loudly on those over-sauced and probably over-fried chicken wings. There was nothing more embarrassing than sitting next to a bunch of old-ass listening to them smack on greasy-ass wings and reminisce about that happened 30 and 40 years ago. "She just a little tired," Alice said. "Them shots hitting you hard, Vanita?" I looked over at her trifling ass. "Girl, I had half a shot, and this is water I'm sipping on now. I'm fine." I couldn't take the no more, so I quickly stood up and adjusted my outfit. "I'm about to go use the ladies' room for a moment." From the gawk on Alice's face, I guess she sensed I wasn't in the mood and wasn't feeling this Gerald at all.
Yo, think of that.
She looked at me and said, "Yeah, I gotta use the bathroom too. I'll follow you." "Don't y'all be in there too long. We got some dancing to do.
Now,
I'm
I'm
gonna
not gonna
request the
lie.
DJ to
Whoever
play
the
some
voice, the
Luther.
actress has perfectly encapsulated what a fat sounds like. A fat, like, oh, I was about to say something crazy. A fat, extremely not even talking about big bone, but a who's like actually like 600 pounds though, right? You could kind of tell with audiobooks what a nigga look like. It's like the who was eating the chicken wings is at least 600 pounds, right?
Gerald chuckled. My eyes grew big, but I had to catch myself and quickly walk off. Luther? Hell to the no. Somebody better put some Trick Daddy or Future on. Got me all the way up. Strolling off to the bathroom, I made my way through the thick crowd on the dimly lit dance floor. Although the dating gang was not that big of an establishment, there had to be at least 100 people crammed up in here. All black folks. Old-ass black folks, too. No one looked younger than 50.
Oh, you know she like them young niggas, shy.
I politely said when I rudely cut past this old-ass couple dancing to that stale-ass Mare Water song. Although I hadn't said a word to her, I knew Alice was trailing me. Oh, baby, you better believe she was gonna get it as soon as I made my way inside the bathroom. And as soon as I made it inside the bathroom, I went straight to one of the sinks and ran the water cold.
Okay.
You got me up, Alice. You really do. I spat as I sprinkled some drops on my face to wake me the up. What's your problem, girl? Why you acting all funny and That is so wrong. Robert is nice looking and is right up your alley. Alice said back to me as she stood off to the side. Guilt was written all over her face.
You think that's
48? Child, that man is not 48. You played me. You played me big time. I'm
How
so
old is
fucking...
this bitch? Try to be like 70 or something like that. Is it so? I know she said in the first joint. Why you get closer? Because I was interested in the lore and shit like that. I know in the first joint chat she said that some people will call her like a predator or something like that. I think a lot of people would call your freak ass a predator, my nigga. I think a lot of people would call your freak ass a predator. Like she's only into in the 20s and shit like that. She's 78. Can women fuck at 78? Like is that like a thing and shit like those, bro? Cause if so, I'm probably hitting, realistically. But it just depends, to be honest, bro.
Mad at you right now? I exclaimed as I turned the faucet off. Okay, so I lied a little bit. I knew if I told you his real age, you wouldn't come out. I'm just trying to hook you up with someone a bit more in your lane, that's all. My face suddenly twisted in shock. My lane? Girl, I don't need you to help me find someone in my lane. Truth be told, I only came out to support you. I was trying to help you find a man. I don't need no damn man. All I want is and that's it. And not no old limp, need 5 Viagra shrimp either. That man probably can't even see his dick. His stomach is so big. Look like he's pregnant with triplets. I looked in the mirror and saw this young chocolate woman.
Bro. Yo, like that was actually really bad, bro. That's not what I stand for, bro. Go back.
And not no old limp, need 5 Viagra shrimp either. That man probably can't even see his.
He can't.
His stomach is so big.
It covers
Nigga look like he's pregnant with triplets. I looked in the mirror and saw this young chocolate woman emerging from one of the stalls. She had a huge smirk on her face and was fighting hard to contain her laughter. She walked up to one of the sinks next to me. Girl, your name must be Stella because you're trying to get your groove back. I lightly chuckled. No, my name Vanita and I need a big Peter. I know that's right. You remind me so much of my auntie. She was hilarious. But you look good.
My name's Vernita and I need a big Peter. Alright, bro.
Your age, girl. I want to look like that when I get older. A smirk came across my face. How old do you think I am? No older than 60. You hear that, Alice? Young girl guessed right. Alice huffed and shook her head, not saying anything. Anyways, I said, playfully rolling my eyes, I'm gonna leave this boring-ass club, Alice. You have your future take you home. I'll be damned if I'm gonna waste my night, I said. Yeah, it is kinda dead in here. Shit, what club you going to? The young chocolate sister asked. She reminded me so much of Venus Williams,
the young chocolate
except she was a bit slimmer. My favorite club up in South Loop, Tantrum. Well, shit, let's go together. I'm
Okay,
Denitra, by the way.
Demetra.
Nice to meet you, Denitra. Well, if
Denitra.
that's the case, then I'll holler at you later, Vanita, Alice said as she spun around and headed out the bathroom. That's your friend? Yeah, she my girl, but she on some other shit tonight. Girl, let's head out so we can get there before 10. You want to ride with me? Sure.
Shit, I want to
Now,
ride
every
with
time I
y'all.
went out, I usually like rolling by myself, and I didn't with new like that. I was way too old to make new friends. But tonight was gonna be an exception because I was getting good vibes from Miss Denitra. We made our way back onto the
Who the
dance
fuck-
floor and
Yo,
cut
that's
through the
such a-
crowd.
Denitra, like these Kwame thinking of new motherfucking goddamn black titles I ain't never begun to think of though, bro. Denitra, Vernita, Letitia, Vegeta. It's like it's getting ridiculous, bro. And this is like chapter 3.
This time, some R. Kelly song was playing, and
R.
all the
Kelly?
steppers in the club were on the dance floor stepping their old asses off. I caught a glance of Alice and the rest of the group, and just like some typical ass old folks, they were sitting back in their seats looking full and tired from all that food they just ate. Where's your car? Denitra asked as we made it out into the dimly lit parking lot. Girl, over there. I'm in the red drop-top Mustang, I
She got
said,
that
pointing
shit.
over to Paulette. Damn, sis, that's you?
This
Yes,
book must
girl.
have taken place before R.
Paulette-
Kelly got exposed. I'm gonna keep it a fact check. 95% of people above the age of 40 don't care that R. Kelly did what he did, bro. Them niggas still be listening to goddamn step, like niggas be I believe I can fly. Niggas be listening to all that, bro. That ass serious, gang. Most people who are above the age of 40 just do not care for whatever
It's
reason.
my baby.
Music good.
Paulette, you got a name for her and everything? Girl, you seem like a lot of fun. I can't wait to see you show out on this club floor. I smiled as I was completely flattered. Watch and see. Baby, I can keep up with you young folks. Suddenly, I felt my phone vibrating in my pocketbook. I reached inside and glanced at the phone number, which I didn't completely recognize. Who is this calling me?
Who
I
called my
mumbled
shit?
to myself. I swiped right on my
Alice?
iPhone. Hello? Who is this?
Leave it
Where the f you at? The deep voice replied. All of a sudden, I got nervous as hell.
Mills might just be the best
Excuse
writer of our
me?
time.
I replied, clutching my chest. And who are you? I think you got the wrong phone number. Don't play no games with me. Vanita, you
Shit.
better have your ass back at the crib in 20 minutes or I'm gonna kill your ass. Okay,
What the fuck?
I'll be there in 20 minutes. I'm just right around the corner. Yeah, you better be.
Who's that?
Got me f***ed up. I hung up the phone and threw a fake polite smile at Denitra. Listen, girl, I hate to do this, but that was my son on the phone. He got into a
Son?
bad car wreck and he needs me to come pick him
That's
up
not
from
her
the
son.
hospital.
That's not her son, obviously.
Oh
Who
my
is that?
God, no. I'm so sorry to hear that, Miss Vanita. Is everything all right? Yeah, he just got a little scratch on his head. That's all. I didn't recognize his voice at first. He sounds like he needs me. Oh, okay. Well, it was nice meeting you. Maybe one day we'll run into each other again and we can hang out. You seem cool. Yes, girl. Let's exchange numbers.
Okay.
After Denitra and I exchanged numbers, I hopped into my Mustang and expeditiously made my way back home. Gulping
Who
and
is it?
completely racked with terror, I had already recognized who this was on the phone.
Who?
It was my husband. My other husband, Percy.
Oh. Nigga,
Chapter
wait,
4.
hold. Oh. Her other husband? Why he tell you? Bitch, where you at? Gang, you have another husband, gang. And you just taking penis, nigga. You taking constantly at the club at the age 78, bro. Taking straight man meat, bro. You already divorced. And you talking about your other husband, bro? That's kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie though, bro. That's good writing. That's kind of good writing. I'm gonna keep it established. I was on the edge of my seat though, chat. Yo, who is it though? Or who calling my phone? Who calling my? Yo, okay, hold on. Let's go ahead and look when the Discord is saying in regards to it. Chat, do we do chapter 4 or no? I was going to, but low key we got a lot to do, bro. In that hour, cut some down. But if y'all want to see chapter 4, we'll do it today. We'll do it today if y'all want to see it though. But hold on, let's see what niggas in the Discord are talking to, bro. Let's see what niggas in Discord talking to. Pull up. Give me a pull up real quick. But we're gonna see what in Discord's gonna add chapter.
That's Gordon a golden name.
Hello. Yo. Can I get everybody muted? Everybody muted? Okay, back. Now, I need y'all to raise your hand. I need y'all to raise your hand if you have any questions or comments regarding chapter 3.
So you're telling me her other boyfriend is named after this dude right here.
Bruh.
Why is that the first thing that came to your mind, my nigga?
Bro, I grew up on this, bro. I grew up on this.
That her husband is named Percy. That's how you know that's an old ass nigga, bro. Nigga named Percy. Her husband is named Percy. Yes, that is true. Thank you for that. Mute up real quick. Appreciate that. Rocky, go ahead.
I guess my question is like, what was your reaction to this insane plot twist? Because I'm like confused right now.
I didn't know that her husband was still like she had a husband in her life, because I know she was talking about another dude. I don't know if it's the same dude, but she was talking about another dude. She was really roasting that. She was like, damn, his little bruh, he a ass nigga, bro, he old as fuck. And I was like, damn, okay. But with this, it opens up a new contextualization on her character, bro. Why is she all these young big dick, and she got a whole husband, like a husband type shit. So
I'm clipping that.
This why okay. But yeah, I don't know. What would you feel about it?
I'm gonna be real. I started laughing. It was just no. And the reason I started laughing is it was just like so like out of pocket and so like unexpected that I was like, this shit kind of like messed with my head for a bit.
Nah, I feel that. I feel that. Okay. Let me get two more. I can only take 2 more. All right. Gamer artist, talk to me.
Hi, I'm new to the streams.
Welcome.
So, yeah, thank you. So, I was wondering, like, what got this woman to, like, where she is today? Like, what is her backstory? Like, how did she get like this?
Did you forget the 2? Oh, you're wondering. You read chapters 1 and 2 with us, right?
Yes, I did. I did the chapter 1 quiz, you know?
Oh, you did chapter 1 quiz? Okay, cool. That's a good question. I don't know what exactly made her get like this though, bro, but I think once we get the backstory, bro, she gonna be up there with the likes of goddamn like Aizen and Bartholomew Kuma and shit like those, bro. So,
yeah, that's how I was thinking.
We just gotta wait for the backstory and shit like that. It look like you really enjoyed that chapter though, right? Oh, happy ass nigga, smiling ass nigga. Alright, bro, appreciate you.
Thanks,
Does anybody have any questions? Starlight, go ahead.
All I just gotta say is, at this old age, there's still people out here who are still listening to R. Kelly. That's insane.
Yeah, people are still listening to R. Kelly, bro. Like, literally, if you go to any, like, barbecue place, bro, R. Kelly gonna be on that radio. If you go to a cookout, they probably motherfucking playing R. Kelly and shit like that, though. Have you listened to R. Kelly before? Starlight?
Alright.
You listen to R. Kelly before?
Sorry. No, never.
You have never?
No.
Like,
Niggas still listen to Kanye.
Niggas do still listen to Kanye and shit like that. I am, but yeah, people still do that. You know, people just want to listen to what are you gonna listen to and shit like those for sure, though, bro.
Yeah, I'm still listen to Kanye.
You said what?
I'm still listen to Kanye no matter what, man. I don't care.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Okay, tight shit.
Damn.
Do we have? Okay, well, first of all, y'all homework for last time, all y'all essays, I'm pushing it back. I will be checking it on, what's today? I will be checking it Friday. So y'all essays, y'all still have time to turn it in if y'all have not turned it in and shit like that.
Wait, sir, we had an essay?
Yes.
Oh,
Y'all had an essay on chapter 1.
Was I supposed to know?
If you didn't
Yo, Mr.
skip
Blue,
class,
Mr. Blue.
Bro, how are we supposed to know?
Yo,
nigga, I told you.
Yo, pardon me, Mr. Blue. No one ever told me that.
I can't see the class if I was never enrolled in it.
If you
Yeah, but
was
it
in
was
class, okay. Everybody on mute. Did you know that we had an essay? Yes or no? Everybody on mute. Did you know that we had one?
Fuck
yes,
no.
Okay.
I did not.
What is this nigga wearing? What is it? No.
No, bro.
Listen.
No, never.
No, you are.
Including those of y'all in
Should
chat.
have been at the end of the.
Okay, hold on.
It should have been
Okay,
an essay at the end of the.
Okay, I need it by Wednesday. Everybody in chat, including y'all. I need everybody. Everybody in the I need that shit by Wednesday. I need that bitch 8. Listen. 800 words, double space, Times New Roman, indented. I need more excited. I need more excited. The problem is chapter 1 and 2
Lame ass nigga, pussy ass
nigga.
And what if we don't, bro?
Somebody in the chat say y'all need double homework. Do y'all need double homework? Do y'all need double homework?
No.
Do y'all need double homework? I mean, if that's what it is.
Yo, talk to nigga in chat to suck my
Right.
Yes.
If we don't get to essay, what are you gonna do about it?
If I do, you don't get an essay, you fail.
Oh no.
What you mean you're not gonna do it, man? Do
Shit.
you want to pass? Yes or no?
I only come to the school for the bad. I don't come to school for homework.
What the fuck, nigga? Yo, I ain't gonna lie, nigga. I ain't gonna hold game. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
He's not lying though. He's not lying though.
We'll just make it up for you.
Yeah,
We'll just make it up for
for education.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Start like that song.
I'm here for the
So fire. Start like that so fire.
came back.
W start like W. I fuck with that. I fuck with that. Okay. Hold on. Okay.
But what does it have to do with Juan Mills?
We're gonna do chapter 4. We're gonna do chapter 4. I'm definitely going chapter 4. We're
Hold on,
going
sir. Hold on, sirs.
All right. So, we're doing chapter 4, chat? We're doing chapter 4 today. Holy audio trans. Arcane, thank you for the sub. Post say yes. Okay. Alright, fuck. Okay, bet. We're gonna do. Chat, this is how it's gonna work. Let me make sure I'm on time. We'll do chapter 4 after this. Instagram Reels. After Instagram Reels, we'll probably talk to Miles for a little bit. We might do one reaction and then Lil Tecca's album. I think that's how it's gonna go for the stream. Yeah, I think that's how it's gonna go. Anyways, let's do one more. TC, we did TC yesterday. TC will be next stream. TC be next stream when we back in Blue Room. Okay, let's go. Let's go ahead and do this bit though, bro. Let's do this bit, bro. My purge. I decided to give y'all the week. Dreamer said that y'all had a little meeting, so I'm giving y'all another week, bro. And I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna do a system. I'm gonna make a motherfucking goddamn joint. I'm gonna have y'all be voted out TDI style. So next week, I'm gonna make a confessions form, or not a confessions form, but I'm just gonna have like pull up through a form. Who do you want out? Specifically and shit like those. What? Don't worry, it's only gonna be one of y'all who gets voted out, bro. You know what I'm saying? The rest of y'all, then it'll just be up to my better judgment. But it's only gonna be one of y'all who the chat gets to vote out and shit like that. Like I'm gonna give it, the whole chat is going to pick a mod that be one out and shit like those. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna catch you. I ain't, no hating that shit. Okay. Anyways, let's go ahead and go to chapter 4. If we're ready for chapter 4, let me get the BBG emotes. Chapter 4. Old Thought Next Door. Yo, chat. Vernita Khan got that shit on though. Okay, let's see how it goes. Let's see. Fuck no. Right, come on.
Chapter 4. Soon as I recognized Percy's voice, I knew I had to rush my sexy ass back home. And oh God, with what I had on, I knew he was gonna have some words for my ass. Being fully aware of what he was capable of doing to me, I thought possibly of stopping somewhere to change out my outfit. I usually brought an extra outfit with me anytime I went out, especially if I was gonna snatch me up some new and stay at a house for the night. But at this time of night, there was absolutely nowhere safe I could stop other than a gas station to change, and I'd be damned if I was gonna do that. I felt kind of bad for having to lie to Denitra. She really did seem like a nice girl. However, I had no other choice but to get back home in a timely fashion. Otherwise, Percy was definitely gonna put his hands on me. Some 10 or 11 minutes later, after breaking all the damn speed laws in the city of Chicago, I made it quickly back to my townhouse. I pulled into my driveway, and there Percy was, standing there smoking a square, smoke pouring from his nostrils. My throat and chest got tight. I quickly turned the car off and got out. I slowly trekked up to him as his beady eyes latched on to me.
Okay.
When you got out? I asked as I held tight to my purse. I thought you weren't getting released until next month.
He's in jail? What do you go to jail
Bitch,
for?
you knew I was getting out today. Why the f you kept ignoring my phone calls? I forgot, baby. I swear I did. What's today?
Horrid.
Friday? You know I'm up in age. I be forgetting things now. I lied as I stood there nervous more than ever. Yeah, I knew Percy was getting out of prison today, but I had been avoiding him for some weeks now. He was the one who was calling me earlier before I had that dig-down session with Markel and his buddy. Now, you might be wondering, how in the hell do I have a second husband?
We are wondering that.
Let me explain.
Okay, nigga talking about some. Yep, that's me. You might be wondering how I ended up. Like, shut your lame ass up, nigga. Go ahead,
For
bro.
some weeks now. He was the one who was calling me earlier before I had that dig-down session with Markel and his buddy.
Dig-down session is sick
Now,
work,
you
bro.
might be wondering, how in the hell do I have a second husband? Well, let me explain. See, right before Clarence passed away, I had been creeping around. Percy was actually my first side that I had met some years back. Funny how we met, too. He was a CNA working for a long-term care facility out in Oaklawn,
What is
a
CNA?
suburb touching the city. When Clarence got ill, the doctors had recommended he move into that nursing facility to have 24/7 support. Percy and I started off as friends at first. Although he was a CNA by day, he was a certified street at night. I used to buy weed from him on the side to help me deal with all the stress and with Clarence being sick.
Yo, nigga.
6 months later,
With all the chicken, the hood antics, and street shit, though, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I know this a motherfucking goddamn certified government classic, my nigga. They hold this shit in high regard, bro.
as Clarence's condition continued to deteriorate, Percy and I became closer. Well, you already know how stories like this went. One night, after I was in a tiff about some other personal stuff, Percy invited me out to go have a drink with him. And, well, a few drinks later, I was back at his apartment, slurping and riding his big, veiny
Stop,
anaconda.
bro.
Let me tell you, though, child, this boy got some. You hear me? A year after our little entanglement, Percy's crazy ass ended up getting locked up and serving 6 years down in Joliet prison for armed robbery. While he was
Robbery, not
locked up,
bad.
I was still missing my baby, and I made the stupid decision to get married to him. Nobody actually knew about this, and now
Idiot,
I
bro.
kind of regretted doing it. You might also be wondering just exactly how old Mr. Percy is.
How is he? 40,
Well,
40,
you
45.
already know how I gets down.
44, 45.
Percy just turned 38, and when I met him, he was just turning 32. But now that I had the opportunity to get a real good look at him,
Bitch, you is a EDP, man. I'm not gonna hold, but we not even gonna do that, bro. That again, when you worked your first desk job at 30, that wasn't even alive yet, bro. That nigga, or he was just being born, gang. Like think about it like that, bro.
I
Like,
was
what the-
turned off by his looks. Prison really did age him. Although he wasn't even 40 yet, prison added an additional 10 years to him. Thankfully, he still had a nice little frame to him. He was still tall and sturdy, looking just like my chocolate Hollywood crush Wesley Snipes. Percy had a
Wesley.
gold grill in his mouth and long dreads flowing down his neck. But boy, he must have had some sleepless nights in prison because he had some dark circles under his eyes.
He was taking
Out
that
of
shit,
nowhere,
bro.
Percy lunged at me and grabbed me by my throat. You cheating on me with another ain't you? Don't be lying to me. Percy, let me go. Don't do this right here. You're gonna get the cops called on us. I screamed to the top of my lungs. The police. I ain't afraid of going back to prison.
Yeah, he gonna go
Oh,
back.
my Lord.
He gonna
This
go
boy was
back.
gonna have Chicago police at my door at any moment if the neighbors heard us arguing. Calm down, baby. Let's just go inside and talk. I tried to plead with him. I didn't want any of these nosy up in my business.
Fuck.
I'ma knock your ass out. Let me find out you around on me with another.
Gang, yeah, you do it with a real street, bro. This nigga motherfucker goddamn is promoting violence against the elderly, man. Like, holy, gang, you just got out. You wanna go back like the same day delivery? What the fuck?
Well, I ain't. I lied once more and now I was beginning to panic. I was legit concerned that I didn't do a good job of cleaning up behind the little session I had earlier this afternoon.
Fuck, bro.
Suddenly, Percy let go of me, and I stood back for a second with my hands in the air. Percy, you scaring me now. Let's just go inside and I can make you a meal and run a hot bath for you. You just need to relax. All right. But I swear to God, I'm gonna go crazy if I find out somebody else been in my... My nerves fired up with anxiety. I strolled up to my front door and opened it up. With Percy trailing closely behind me, we walked into the dark foyer. And I just hope my house didn't reek of ass or a combination of all three.
Nigga, what?
Well, about a half hour later, Percy and I were sitting down at the dining room table. After going back and forth about him suspecting I was cheating, I managed to simmer his rowdy nerves. So the what? I was cheating. What was I supposed to do? But of course I wouldn't dare confess that to his
If you
crazy
say that, you
ass.
about to get killed.
I fixed him up a plate of some leftovers and watched him devour the meal as if he was on death row eating his last dinner. After all that fussing and carrying on he was just doing, he better get ready to devour this ass and... So, baby, tell me, what's the plan now that you're out? I asked, as I watched him eat the leftover oxtails, greens, rice, and cornbread I had made.
Don't be
I
cornbread.
was gonna have to whip up another batch because I actually had made these plates for Markel and his friend. I already done forgot that other boy's name. I don't even know. Probably hit up a few car washes and I ain't got time to be making no minimum wage. I might just link up with one of the guys and see if I can get back to moving a package. Nothing
Fucking
too serious
idiot,
though,
nigga.
because it ain't trying
That's why you went with your stupid ass in prison in the first place, though, bro. Jesus Christ, man.
to go back to prison. I huffed and rolled my eyes. Baby, do you think that's a good idea and all? You really want to go back to selling drugs? That is just too risky for that little bit of money you can make. And it's too dangerous out here in these streets now. Every time I turn on the television, I'm always hearing about
Later,
some
miss,
young
chill, bro.
boy
You sending
getting
too many
killed
paragraphs, my
and
nigga.
getting killed
Chill
over
out, chill out,
nothing.
chill out.
Please don't do that. I'll hold you down until you can get something. I can even talk to... I hate when you do that. Percy suddenly interjected and smacked his teeth. Hated when I do what? I asked, my face screwed into confusion. You be on that mama with me. You my wife, not my mama. No, it ain't like that,
Big
Percy.
could be your mama,
I'm just
bro. Big
saying.
30 years old.
You ain't saying. Now let me finish this meal. These oxtails fire as by the way.
Damn.
I'm glad I'm out now, cause that food in the joint disgusting as I nervously smiled. I
Okay.
can tell.
What would y'all have for? In fact, I'm not even gonna ask y'all that, man. Cause I could already see, bro. I was about to ask y'all what y'all had for y'all last meal in prison, but I know a lot of y'all would say I asked.
Lost a little weight. Percy stopped munching and then mumbled, "Yeah, well, if you would have visited me more, maybe you would have seen the difference." Nah, baby. You know you were on lockdown most of the time. Don't do that to me. Yeah, I was on lockdown, alright. Go make yourself useful and run me a hot-ass bath. And put some of that Epsom salt in the tub, too, cause my muscles aching and
Damn.
all right, baby. I'ma get the kitchen cleaned up first and go run my bath right now.
Damn.
I'll be done in a minute. I ain't got time to waste.
Chill.
Do what the fuck I say. Okay, Percy. I'm getting right to it. I said, and didn't hesitate and make.
Hey, bro, I'm not gonna lie. This way, this actor kind of go crazy. This actress. I'll go ahead. Nah. Like, damn, man, chill, bro, relax.
My way down the hallway and into my bedroom. Now, anyone could be thinking that I was crazy for putting myself in this twisted, abusive relationship. But Percy was truly a good man. And although he done did some things in the past, I believe he still had a lot of room for growth.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Renita, you is a goddamn bumbling idiot gang. See, this is why my people will never be free, my nigga. Cause what the you mean that he's not a bad person, bro? This motherfucker is selling goddamn weight on the street consistently. Got armed robbery charge. Was in jail for what 6 years, 7 years, and shit like that. And now, bro, is saying that he'll beat the out you because you cheating, bro. And saying, go make me a bath. Like that sounds like a real catch, man. That sound like him. He sound like him, bro. I'm not gonna hold, bro. Play that bit.
I just wish I would have never gotten married to him because I didn't like being locked down to one. Truth be told, the only thing that kept me in love with this young was that I kind of liked his roughneck nature. I loved me a that would occasionally talk rough to me and put me in my place. That was what a real man was supposed to do. Clarence was the complete opposite of that. And often in our marriage, I felt like I had to be more of the aggressor. But on another note, ooh, child, I was getting wet just thinking about that thick Percy was about to give
You're
me.
78.
That was his only saving grace at the moment. I can't lie, but I got a thing for felons. Markel got him a couple of felonies too. Once inside the bathroom, I ran the hot water in the jacuzzi tub and poured some Epsom salt and lavender into the tub.
Gang,
I
look,
also...
listen, bro. What is good with people liking people with criminal records? Like, so why do good girls like bad guys? Like that as convicted criminals, bro. I don't understand.
added in just a tiny amount of bubble bath to make things a bit more intimate. Once the water filled the tub, I made my way back into the bathroom and changed into some sexy lingerie. I hope that despite the fact we had a rocky start to our reunion, Percy would bless me with some bomb-ass. Some moments later, I hadn't heard a word from Percy. Getting quite curious, I sauntered back out into the living room, and there I saw him laid out on the couch, snoring hard. His snores were so loud they overpowered the ESPN playing on the television. I walked over to him and lightly shook his shoulder. Percy? Percy. Percy, your bath is ready, baby.
Percy?
He didn't budge.
Damn, Percy
Damn, he was getting some good-ass sleep. I couldn't blame him. I just knew sleep must have been different when he was locked up. I would have been paranoid 24/7.
Oh, yeah.
Not wanting to disturb him, I retreated back to my bedroom and made my way into the bathroom. I didn't want the bath to go to waste, so I slipped out of my robe and then began to take off my lingerie. Damn, with Percy's sleep, this meant I wasn't gonna get any of that. I exhaled at the thought of knowing my night initially went to waste. But before I fully got out of my bra, I felt a hot, heavy presence lean up against me. Then I could feel the pulsation of a jump between my ass cheeks. You ready for me to drop this off up in you? Percy into my ear. My eyes instantly widened with shock, and I swear this almost made me go into a heart attack. My heart skipped like 100 beats feeling that anaconda thick.
Stop. That's not motherfucking okay, you hobknocker.
My eyes instantly widened with shock, and I swear this almost made me go into a heart attack. My heart skipped like 100 beats feeling that anaconda thick.
Anaconda thick.
I was just gonna let you get some rest, I mumbled. Sounded like you needed it. Nah, I just needed a little nightcap. But now I'm ready to work this. Shut the up and bend over, he demanded. And just like that, I did what he commanded. And he
Alright, bro, okay.
Before I could even get the damn thong fully off my ankles,
okay. Yo, stop! Okay, hold on.
I groaned aloud.
Okay, hold on. Okay. It's getting ridiculous, man. It's getting ridiculous, bro. It's getting ridiculous. Nigga, imagine this is your first time watching and this is the you see, bro. Come on, boy, nigga. Nigga, enough's enough, bro. Enough's enough, bro. Come on, bro. It's a lot. Yo, stop, bro. Stop, bro. Can we skip to a different part? Hold on, bro. Let me show y'all exactly where we're at it. Exactly where I'm gonna skip, because there's 4 more minutes left in the chapter, bro. There's 4 more minutes left in the chapter, bro. But it's getting to a point where I don't know if I want to hear the rest of this chapter, bro. Like, just can we get spark notes? Can we get spark notes for the rest of the chapter, bro? Holy bro. Alright, bet. So it's at 12:09 right now. Which chapter is chapter 4, bro? Okay, I skipped a minute. We should be good.
Man, I just loved me a pretty black.
Nigga, who said they're gooning to this? Right to click on the stream? What the is? Please, bro. Let me skip 30 seconds. Alright.
Very gentle. Damn, Benito. Slow that shit down before you make me bust.
Let's skip another minute. In fact, let's give a minute and a half.
It's like that. I cried once more. The feeling of having that thumb up in my...
Okay, that's enough, my nigga. That's enough, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bad skipped. Whoa, bro, every skip's a bad skip. Bro. Gang high, bro. There's 1 minute left in this bit. Can we get to 16? 50, there's 30 seconds left.
Markel? Percy's pumps came to an abrupt stop, and he out of me. Yo, who the is that? Percy grilled as he turned me around and grabbed me by my shoulders. I don't know, I said back to him, scared as Please, oh Lord, don't let that be Markel or any other been messing with over the past couple of months. I kept thinking to myself, you motherfucker know, I knew you had another him. I'ma kill you and that. Vernita, open up, it's Markel. I forgot something. I gasped, and my eyes widened with fear.
GG's.
Markel.
GG's.
Percy's eyes instantly filled with rage.
GG's. That's it. Let me know. Let me know. Like, bro. That was easily the most uncomfortable chapter I think I've read or listened to, at least, in life, bro. Twitch, this is all, hold on, so this is all educational purposes. We're not perpetuating this. When we heard a crazy part, we skipped that bit, bro. That shit, I'm not gonna lie, that shit is ridiculous. Need that live action right now. No, we don't. No, we don't, bro. What the fuck? One more, we can't do one more time. We have to move on, bro. Something's gonna have to get motherfucking scrapped, bro. What the fuck? I'm going to the classroom real quick.
You also got a
Damn, that's not an anime card.
Oh, he's back.
Oh no, this is an anime card. Welcome back, sir.
Mute, please, bro. Mute, please, bro. What the bro? All right. Everybody mute up. What the fuck?
I'm not going.
What the fuck?
What?
Okay, listen. Raise your hand if you have a question. Raise your hand if you have a question or a comment. Let's see.
Yo, Mr. Rye, I have a question.
Bitch, you ain't raise your hand.
I did.
Oh, shit.
Wait, did you did?
Yes, I did.
Let me see.
Your camera's black.
Bro, my question was about extra credit, bro.
Turn off the light. Oh my god. Okay, go ahead. Yes, Carl, go ahead.
My question was about extra credit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to get the ask. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, talk to me after class.
I got you.
All right, bet. Gamer artist, go ahead.
Hello, Mr. Wright, sir.
How are you?
Is it bad that I'm failing this class? I only have like a Z minus. Is that passing or not?
Nigga, don't see me after class. Let me get next person.
Oh, what that mean, Blue Rock?
At least you don't got a triangle.
Next person, bro. Let me see, bro. Okay, hold on. Next person. Yo, if you're not talking, mute up real quick. Give me Mamba. Talk to me.
Yeah. How long does the essay have to be? I wanted to ask that, but someone thought I was under 18 and they muted me, but they got that fixed. I got that fixed.
Yeah, it's 800 words.
All right, bet.
You're gay.
No problem. Okay, can I get Pierre? Pierre, talk to me.
Well, we have to like answer any questions on the homework. What the freak?
Who the fuck?
Yo, whoever speaks next is actually getting kicked out of this VC. I'm so dead ass. I don't care. I have the power to do.
Bro, who's that screaming nigga, bro?
This is our moderator.
Who said that? Hold on.
It's that nigga finesse. It's the nigga finesse. It's nigga finesse.
Get that nigga out. Get that nigga out. Okay, hold on. Who did I just talk about? Pierre, talk to me.
Alright, so like you know how we have like this homework, right, and stuff, and we got this essay. Will the essay have to be about like the sex scene that just happened right before our eyes?
It's going to be on chapters 1 through 2 for this week and shit like that. Next week we're focused on chapters 3 through 4.
Okay. Will that have the sex scene?
Potentially that might be something that you want to put for contextualization, but if you want to get more context, you have to read that on your own. We don't promote that over here. But Preacher Boy,
yeah, for sure.
Does the performance and/or writing deserve an Oscar?
Alright, can you say it one more time?
Does the performance and/or writing deserve an Oscar?
Oh,
I think it does.
Okay, hold on for a second. And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. I'm about to say something.
Yo, somebody get this nigga finesse.
I'm about to say something.
Yo, Rocky, you know what to do.
I had to ban that nigga.
Wait, what did he say?
I had to ban that nigga. I had to ban that nigga. I'm not gonna hold, bro. Potentially, Preacher Boy. Potentially. Is there anybody else who had a question? Okay, Detroit's anti-hero.
What is this about? Bruh.
Get him out. Get him out. Get him out of class.
Bro, wait,
Get him out.
wait,
Get him out.
wait,
Get him
wait,
out. Get him 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 out. All right. Anybody else? M cool.
Okay. How many paragraphs it should be?
It should be 8 paragraphs at the least, 12 at the most.
Well, how many sentences?
About 10 sentences in each paragraph.
Really?
Damn.
All right. Thanks.
All right. No problem. No problem, bro. What though? Okay, hold on. Let me get somebody.
800 words? What happened to that? What happened to 800 words?
We'll get back to that. Okay, Starlight, talk to me. Starlight, you muted. You muted yourself.
Do we need to put citations? Like,
MLA format.
Perfect.
Oh, MLA format? That means citations, right?
Yeah, hello. Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh.
Yes,
Oh, yeah, okay. I got it.
No problem. Any other further questions before we... Okay, hold on. Oh, wait, hold on. What the nigga, are you in hell, Johnny Furby?
Yeah. I've been having my hand raised.
Yeah, what happened?
Are you in hell?
No, it's just dark in my room. No, it's just dark in my room.
It's not just dark, nigga. This is more than just...
It's 12:30 at night, bro.
What the... Okay, go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro.
So if a sex scene does occur, do I get extra points if I illustrate it?
Nigga, no.
I think you should. Not gonna lie. You should.
What are you talking? Yo, Carl. Last question, Carl. We gotta move. Last question, bro.
Wait, hold on. Please.
Yo, how was your day, man?
It was cool, bro. Before I read that last chapter, I'm not gonna lie, bro.
I got you.
Anyway, though, I can't answer any more questions. Though I love y'all niggas, though, bro. By Wednesday, I need that homework and shit like that. And shit like that. Appreciate y'all, bro. By the way, we have 20 essays next week, so get ready for that. Appreciate y'all, bro.
Yo, oh my god, I know what you're talking about.
They said, where do we submit the essay? LinkedIn, nigga. Fuck wrong with you, bro. Okay. Well, that was a very, very, very budget version of Thought Next Door. Y'all let me know what y'all think about chapter 3 and 4. You know, I thought chapter 3 was very chill, a little too chill and shit like that. And then chapter 4 was a little too not chill. One thing I'm gonna keep it a stat with you though, bro. If you're watching this on the live channel, Switch McGraw in the description. I'm not gonna lie, gang. If any other chapters like that 4th chapter, nigga, we will not be reading this bitch. I ain't gonna hope, but I am interested to see what happens in the next chapter. Now that Markel and goddamn Percy just goddamn like linked up in the same area and shit like those, bro. But yeah, IBG.